Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd in a raucous environment. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story, the last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So Florida State's offense comes on the field first today. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year. And I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. First down, looking to throw the football. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Noles lining up here on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Harper. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Hold it, open. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Here's the second down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looking for his big tight end. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So Alabama's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll give it to the back. Great cut there. Look at that. He's still going. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
2nd down play coming up. To throw, it's Jennings. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the 2nd half.
Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this 1st down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Now it's 2nd down here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got it for a big gain. Touchdown, Bama. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks like he's going to run it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Harper. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's looking deep here. The catch is made inside the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Seminoles. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side on that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
The PAT is good. They go up for touchdown, 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here comes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. It's a start on the next drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in the last possession. Looking for a gap. It's Harper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Oh, man. For him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught over the middle by the tight end. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Noles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. They're looking to set up a screen pass here. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Important second down play coming up. Takes the handoff. It's Harper. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like the defense has it.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Eludes a tackle. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And there's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. They'll get to the line here in the no huddle. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking downfield. It's Jennings. Trying to extend the play. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. From the shotgun, drops back. Looks to his left and makes the completion.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15th. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. He'll hand it off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Knowles.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Back to throw. It's Jennings. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
A 2nd and 10 after the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Looking to throw it on first down. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick this away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. And the first play at the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. On first down, it's play action. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Jennings. Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On third down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in. It's Banks. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Incompletion makes it second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they stop him, but not before an explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart with the position and being a great
into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. They had a month to get ready for this pitch and catch combo before the playoff game. They've had no answer so far.
A playoff game, national championship on the line. You know the old saying we used to always hear, big-time players make big plays in big games, and he certainly is doing that today.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And I tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Volitnikov, played, of course, at Florida State.
The Noles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Gets some space around the 30. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Can he take it all the way? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made, looking for the goal line. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Scanning the field. It's Jennings. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
2nd down and goal upcoming. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Touchdown, Tide. This offense cannot be stopped. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense. The problem is this guy's creativity. I don't know, maybe put a spy, a linebacker on him to try to mirror him when he takes off to scramble.
Now the all-important extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They'll try the right here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Here's the throw deep downfield. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain.
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball is thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
And the Noles move into the red zone. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. Brought down at the 7. Completion moves him closer to the goal line. This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. This playoff game deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Touchdown, Seminoles. They jump in front here in the 4th. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, yeah, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Back to pass. It's Jennings. Running back has it on a screen now. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush, but give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. He's got a man down the middle. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Bama.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
Extra point try coming now. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Looking for some space. It's Harper. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The game makes it second and medium. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it, open.
So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Getting set. Here's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Knowles. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off moving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking to pass, it's Jennings. Bringing pressure. Looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Punt team ready to boot it away.
13 in punt formation to kick it away.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. Handoff as they try to work the clock here.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. Finding space at the 20. Tackled, but first down.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
The Seminoles looking to cash in this red zone trip. First down, looking to throw the ball. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting the hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
35.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Dropping back, it's Jennings. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Motion by the back, defense better adjust. That's reeled in, it's Banks. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Fourth down coming up.
Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. A running play called on fourth down. Powering through the defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I'm all for quarterbacks trying to make plays. I love to see the fight in a guy and wants to make a play on every single chance that he can make. But here, when you scramble and you throw the ball way back against your body, you're asking for trouble. He's so lucky that ball didn't get intercepted.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
The catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but the gain sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Makes the grab, can he get there? Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Looking to throw again. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. The clock is still running. I'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. He's escaping the pocket now. Trying to run it in. The defense stops him close to the goal line, but not in. A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. You cover an onside kick. You never know.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. In the final minute here, you'd expect them to take a knee and just secure the victory. But will they? Excellent field position here for the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The defense with more pre-snap movement. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Trying the run, it's Harper. And he takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down.
Hold it. Offense.
Well, that one is going to sting. Take the crucial touchdown off the board. They'll be backed up and have to try it again. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Will he score here? Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
42.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team brings him down as time runs out. That'll do it. Game over. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.